This is really, really early in the morning, and I don't know who this message is going to be for, but I can already tell, for whatever reason, this message is for someone who I keep getting like, it's like you're screaming on the inside, but no one can hear. I don't know if this deals with an abusive type situation. I don't get into doing readings like that. I more so feel like it's like you don't feel like anyone understands. You don't feel like anyone cares to understand. It doesn't feel like anyone can understand, which is a really hard place to be in this current not atmosphere, but it's just the current state of the world. You don't feel like you can express yourself because you might offend somebody, or it might cause some kind of issues or more tensions or something. Let's get us a gratitude card to begin with. I pulled out a few different decks because I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be using for sure. It might be the light and shadow, but I just feel like someone, I mean, it can be that you feel like you've been silenced, but I feel like more so it's like you don't feel like anybody would understand if you spoke on whatever it is you're dealing with, whatever it is you're thinking, whatever it is you're trying to process. Maybe it's your fears, maybe it's some pain. I'm not a psychologist or a medical professional. If you have deep ingrained issues and you feel like you need to seek out professional help, do that. There's no shame in that. And I don't feel like you're showing it. You're not wearing your heart on your sleeve, or you're not showing it to people. Like, you feel like no one would know. You're smiling on the outside, but there are tears on the inside. You're laughing in a setting with friends or whatever, but inside you're screaming. And it's like you really just wish someone could hear it, hear your screaming through your laughter, hear your tears through your smiles or something. I don't know. And I don't want to get real super heavy. And I know people typically when they go looking at tarot, they're looking for something to do with, you want to be gassed up on how great you are, or you want to be told what's happening around the corner for your career and finances or your love life or something like that. But I feel like this is really an important message. So I'll be the one to put it out there. Let's do it. Let me see what we got here. Let's get us a gratitude card to begin with and see where this takes us. We got an affirmation. You didn't come into this world. I want to pull a different one. I know this is what came out. I guess we'll keep it. This was just in another reading just a few days ago. It's an Alan Watts quote, which I love Alan Watts. Just don't like repeating the same cards. But I guess that's what we're getting. You didn't come into this world. You came out of it like a wave from the ocean. You are not a stranger here. Affirm your animal nature today. Go outside and allow your body to respond to the earth and sky. And this was for the full moon reading, which was only a few days ago at the time of this recording. This is a timeless reading, but it was just a few days ago. for the pink full moon. This is a continuation from that? I mean, we are, I guess, still in the like 97% of the waning moon or something like that. Let's get us a couple of these sacred geometry activations. I'll probably pull something from the dark mirror as well. You didn't come into this world, you came out of it. Came out of it. Like a wave in the ocean. You're not a stranger here. This is spring at the time of this recording as well, so go outside and allow your body to respond to the earth and sky. Let's see what we get here. Gaia, which we also had, the earth and sky. This is a continuing message. So maybe that message, regardless of when you see it, maybe that message has something to do with this current energy still. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. And it's funny because I had just shared with my son a short that I had run across with Terence McKenna talking about, there was just one part of it that I was really trying to point out to my son, but he was talking about we don't live on this planet, we live in this planet. And then we got into, he also discusses the mind being an aspect of the brain. It's not, you can't measure it. You can't measure the mind. Anyway, it's just interesting that this whole thing is coming out about the earth and the sky and this is really about grounding. Right now, this is maybe you are trying to ground. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So that's, you got to be kidding me. From the bottom of the deck, we have Earth, number 24. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. It's very, very much about grounding. We have Earth in the gratitude card, Gaia, Mother Earth, as our current energy. In the subconscious, we have Earth. What is happening here? Look, you guys can watch. Let's see what happens. Pulling out of the middle. Coherence, number 13. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind, and what is between the heart and the mind is the throat chakras. We just had that as well come up in just this last reading that I had. You're fearless is what's on the thumb now. It's got a lady with two lions, but it was talking about in manifesting, you have to care about what it is. Anyway, it had the crown chakra, the heart chakra, and the throat chakra all came out. So this is like harmonizing the mind and the heart. What you think about, what you care about is what you speak about. Is that what's going on? There's something that you care about, that you've been thinking about deeply, and you just don't feel like in this situation it goes a lot deeper than that. This is like harmonizing the mind with your, and I was just talking about the mind, right? Yeah, the Terence McKenna thing before I even pulled that out. So this has something to do, all of these things are important in this message. Obviously the whole earth thing. You either need to currently be connecting more with the earth, getting grounded. Maybe you're getting too lost in technology, too caught up in things that are going on constantly bombarded by things that are telling you how you should feel and how you should think, but you're not grounding with what it is that you not should be, but that you do actually feel and think. Are you losing yourself? Are you losing your voice? Did someone make you feel like you don't have a voice? Did they steal your voices? Essentially. But again, I'm still feeling very strongly this whole thing about feeling like you're screaming and no one can hear you, but you're not literally screaming. Let's pull out some dark mirror here and see what we got going on. This is a message for healing. If this is what you're feeling, then we're looking for a message of healing in that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to use my platform to please an algorithm of positivity or even a negativity. I'm not going to sit here and like and get on you and demean you or talk down to you like you're a child. These people, I feel like whoever's listening to my messages, you're intelligent people. If you're looking for some depth, it goes beyond all the spiritual cliche nonsense that's being put out there, and people are just gassing you up. Let's get depth. Let's get in depth. Let's get to know one another, right? It's like that. You want somebody to actually know you. You want somebody to see you and hear your voice. Today for tomorrow. Today for tomorrow. It's like whatever's currently going on, you're wanting to, again, I feel like it's like you want to exchange what you're going on. It can't come quick enough. Whatever the lesson is that you're learning right now, whatever the trials or tribulations or the moments of doubt or depression or whatever it is you're dealing with currently, it's like you want to fast forward it. I just want to get out of this now. I want to move forward. I want to get out of it. It's like getting into your Uber or your taxi. I don't know, do people use taxis anymore? It's like you're getting into your Uber and you want to magically be at your destination as soon as you get into the Uber. Or it's like someone who, I haven't flown in forever, but it's like someone who has a fear of flying, but you have to fly, and you get on the plane and you just want it to be like, okay, I should be here, like teleport. You want to teleport or time travel, but you have to be grounded. And that's what this whole situation, that's what everything right now is about. This, whatever you're going through is happening to help you ground, help your mind and your heart to harmonize the things you care about and the things you think about, to harmonize, so then you can speak about it. Affirm your animal nature today. Go outside and allow your body to respond to the earth, and sky. You didn't come into this world, you came out of it. Like a wave from the ocean, and you're not a stranger here. You're not alone here. I guarantee if this message already is resonating, if from the very beginning of what I said, if somebody is resonating with the whole feeling of, it's not necessarily loneliness, because you can be in a room full of people and feel alone. So it's not like you feel like you don't have people, or maybe you're like me and you purposely withdraw. I haven't always been an introvert, but I'm very much an introvert, very much a hermit at this time for quite a few years now. I don't like people. Well, I can't say that. I love humanity, but I don't like being around people anymore. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Maybe you understand that too. Maybe you feel me on that and I don't have to go into depth. If you do, just say, I understand you in the comments or something. Let me know that I'm not alone, right? Sacrifice, number 7. What have you had to sacrifice, and that you feeling like you've already sacrificed enough? Shielded, this young lady that's like Joan of Arc, but she's got armor and a sword, and there is light shining on her, but only on part of her face. If you can see that, it's like her face is shadowed except where the sunlight, that filter I've got on there might be messing with it, but her face is kind of shadowed except the sunlight coming through over one eye. It's like the illumination of what you see, but you've made sacrifices. You've sacrificed, I don't know, maybe you've sacrificed a lot for everyone else, and in that time you feel like you've lost yourself, but it's caused you to be extremely guarded. She's wearing armor, she's holding a sword up. It's like ready for battle. And this is in the subconscious. And revenge. And we have a mirroring happening here. Today for tomorrow is number 32. Revenge is number 23. Now look, this lady has 2 swords, but they're both pointed downwards, but she's still holding them. She is ready for whatever battle might be coming towards her. And man, she looks like she's crying. I wish I could see that closer. Let me see if I can put that really up there for her face. Get it clear. Her eyes. It's just like she's got tears of blood. But she's very, I'll say this in kind of a weird way. She's still beautiful, like she's got her hair done nice. She's got these flowers wrapped in her hair, although that background of the twigs, the tree or whatever, branches, they almost look like they were wings, but all of the feathers have been taken from her wings. Coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. That will be the revenge, but it's a mirrored. Again, there's a mirrored number here going on. The 32 and the 23. So something is being reflected back to us. It's where's our mind centered? Where's our heart centered? I really hope that it's not on trying to get revenge or even hoping for some kind of revenge that typically doesn't turn out well in our favor. Let me get one of these. Let's see where this reading's really going to take us. I know we're already deep into it, but this might be a longer reading. Let's see, I just want one of these. I could read the whole reading of it. Okay, here we go. Let it go. Let it fall out. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. The Sun, number 19. All right then. Now I am gonna look at this one from. I really like this deck. I'm gonna use it kind of like an oracle here. Let's see if we can find the Sun. The Sun. I am sun god, all smile, fire, color in every hue, warmth to every chill, seed of every growing. An enormous sun, expansive and smiling, shines over a splendid cityscape. His rays become interlaced human figurines. Should I hold this up like I do the typical? And as this candle's burning all the way down, all right then. So an enormous sun, expansive and smiling, shines over a splendid cityscape. His rays become interlaced human figures. Light shines on each one, casting half of each into shadow, half of each into a shadow, like the sacrifice. Reality is made up of both light and darkness. Life requires the contrast. Open up book. Life requires the contrast and balance of light and darkness. If you take one away, you have nothing. Paris, city of light, a great, vibrant, ancient city, receives happily the nourishing light of the sun. Maybe Paris is significant here. The city is a place of humanity, a garden of activity and culture. The sun connects us all, which is what we had with Gaia and Earth, both talking about us all being connected to one another. As my candle burned out completely there, do you see? You can see that my candle completely burned out. So it's smoke. Maybe smoke is relevant as well. All right, so the sun connects us all wherever we are on this planet. It touches all equally. The sun is benign and necessary to life, but it also decides where to be brutal or unbearable, where to create deserts. The sun's warmth lulls and nourishes, but if too strong, it can be very destructive. And open up and endanger life. Here is a necessary contradiction and contrast. It scorches and burns, but makes all life possible. Without its light, we cannot see, but if gazed upon too long, it causes blindness. The triangular rays of the sun form crystal-like triangles, a reminder of the crystal of the Fool, the kind of tool we can use to protect ourselves from the full force of the sun's light. The sun explodes in joyful rays of energy, the source of all warmth, strength, and light. The sun extends limitless stores of energy to the human soul. Light, brilliance, I'm not sure what that word is, and glory. Life, vitality, ebullience, luxuriousness, happiness, success, rejoicing. Today for tomorrow. So is this like the things that we're hoping for, the things that we care about, we're still trying to see that manifest? Let's get a few of the tarot. Let's see where this takes us. I'm going to use the light seers. Huh. Interesting, right? The light seers. The light seers. She's got the shadow and light aspect. Today for tomorrow. What are all these contrasts? The earth and the sky. Needing to be grounded. Again, the balance between the harmonizing or the balance in the mind and the heart. What is going on here, guys? Spirit, let's see what this is. Let me get one more shuffle here with the light seers. This is all about maybe doing some shadow work. You know, you're not going to be able to move forward. Oh, again, the mirrored image here. It's the two, both of these females on that today for tomorrow. Both of the females in that both have red hair. One has short hair, one has long hair. One's wearing a short sleeve dress, one's wearing, she's got a little bit longer sleeve dress. Something about mirroring. Mirroring what? Mirroring other, I don't know. What are we mirroring here? That's that. What's being mirrored here? Sun and earth and sky, mind and the heart. Revenge and sacrifice. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. This is releasing hurt, releasing trauma maybe, which could be a way that your voice is silenced. Fear, releasing fear, anxiety, trauma. Instead of allowing it to rule you. The Empress in reverse, which is the earth again, but this is in reverse. Not feeling like you can create, not feeling like, I'm not even trying. I see 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, but from the middle of the deck, the 10 of Cups. The Sun, happiness. 10 of Cups, joy. This is the balancing. This is like everything. This is the... And look, it is the light and shadow. These are both feminine, though, in this. There's a Caucasian and a darker female, brown. It could be a black girl, I don't know, but brown for sure. And then there's children in contrast to the adults. Children are playing together, so they have love for one another. These two are embracing one another. They could be best friends, they could be lovers, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. But there is emotional fulfillment. I hope that you're not in a mindset of wanting to see, with this revenge card, wanting to see somebody or wanting to get revenge on somebody. Don't do that. Don't get yourself wrapped up in that cause and effect, whether you believe in karma in that way or not. There is a cause and an effect. If you try to go take something into your own hands rather than letting it play out, And we don't get to decide how it all plays out. And this Three of Wands is definitely contemplating what direction we're going to go, but out of oh yeah, see, look, with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords underneath that, the thoughts. The Queen of Swords in reverse is not somebody you want to be messing with. The Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who's the Queen of Swords is already cutting with the truth. The Queen of Swords in reverse would definitely be like someone seeking revenge, either through their words, they're contemplating revenge, but it's haunting. And then that Three of Swords, or Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is, and then the Fool, what actions am I going to take? And that's what the Three of Wands is, but out of passion or anger or something. All right, we're going to have to do this. Now we got those out. Should we do it that way? We'll just continue on. Why are they feeling, whoever this is resonating for, why are they feeling like no one can hear them? Like you want revenge on someone who took your voice, took your happiness, but this is you're going to move forward in happiness if you release this, this Ten of Swords, this pain, this betrayal, this anxiety, or this, what is it? Is it something, it's got you in a place right now where you can't create, you can't dream, you can't sleep easy, you can't. The Nine of Cups. The Ace of Cups, no new love, or not offering anyway, new love, but also you are love. You're finding out that the love is within you, rather than seeking this outside, looking for someone or something external to fulfill you. You're having to go within to find out what actually fulfills you. And there's the Three of Swords. This is about some kind of betrayal. Who took your voice? Because she is, just like I said, she is screaming. And there's no one around. She's in a deserted area. She's in a forest, like darkness, clouds surrounding her, tide. She's connected to this hurt heart. It's connected to the darkness and all wrapped in the trees, and then it's also wrapped around her, attached to this pain, this betrayal, this still wanting revenge. But that's going to be the shadow aspect of this. You feel like if you move forward out of today for tomorrow, you want to see your revenge. You want to see your ancestors or angels or somebody go whoop somebody's ass or something. You want to see this happen. Why? And stop listening to readings that encourage that kind of thinking. You hear readers that tell you, oh, they're getting it, they're gonna get it, and you're like, yeah, they're gonna get it. They should have never double-crossed me. My ancestors are out there whooping them. Why would you wish that on anyone, even on your enemies, what you perceive to be your enemies, or maybe they perceive themselves to be your enemies? Why? That's you sinking down into their low vibrational actions and energy. Why allow yourself to slip into that? Temperance in reverse, like right now, that's where you're at. You're not balancing. There's our earth or the moon and the sun. You're not get too close to the sun and it burns. But the sun gets to decide what areas it's going to be the hottest, what areas are going to have wildfires, what areas are going to have deserts, what areas of the earth it's going to scorch, and what areas of the earth it's going to allow to be milder temperatures. Lots of threes coming out in all this too. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Three of Swords, and we got the Three of Pentacles. This is like, it's like remembering, what did you sacrifice? A family? And the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We had that in the previous reading too, in the reverse. Different deck completely, but not feeling the need to defend yourself anymore, not feeling the need to speak in defense of yourself. Now this is you not defending yourself to yourself in the subconscious. This is you not wanting to say, you're trying to convince yourself that it's okay to be angry still. It's okay to still want to it's the imbalance. Temperance, this is not having done shadow work. You feel like you've sacrificed. You feel like you are grounded with that earth being underneath there. With the Empress being in reverse, there's a blockage here. There's a blockage to you feeling connected to the earth and grounding. There's a blockage to you feeling even tempered or even keeled or even alchemizing negativity into positivity or your own darkness into light. You're not working together with your masculine, feminine, and your inner child, the three aspects of yourself, mind, body, spirit. Somebody took this from you and you're still holding blame. And if you feel like it's something recent, I feel like it's deeper than that. If it's somebody that hurt you recently, or some situation that hurt you recently, I feel like that just resurfaced something that was already unhealed. And it can be a disappointment from when you were a child. It can literally be someone who hurt you or took your voice from you. You're not allowed to speak when this, and you're not allowed to express your own emotions. You're not allowed to express your own thoughts in this house where we support this political party or we believe this particular religious belief, and that's the way it is, and you don't get to ask questions about it unless it's in alignment. Like, you can ask questions in interest of it, but don't ask questions that make us have to, that are counter to what's going on here. The Three of Cups in the reverse. We've had every three come out in the deck. The Three of Wands was on the bottom of the deck earlier, but we got Three of Cups in the reverse. So, still moving forward at this point, still moving forward, feeling like you're balanced, feeling like you will be happiest if you get to see, I don't know, some kind of revenge play out. If you get to see someone else fail, if you get to see someone really get their just dues, which I'm okay. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but you can't create. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel, in the reverse as well. Three of Cups and the Wheel both in the reverse. What's our final card here? The Sun in the reverse. So the Sun was the catalyst. The Sun is the reverse. What is going on here, guys? What is going on here? This is definitely holding on to something, but you're not realizing that it is. Oh, sorry about that. You're not realizing that it is what's blocking you. It's what's keeping you from being able to speak. Let's get a guidance from the angels and ancestors here. 7 shuffles and then 7th card from the bottom. Speak. Even when your voice shakes. Is that what it is? Speak your truth even if your voice shakes, or even if your voice cracks, or something like that. You gotta speak your truth. It's not in a way that you're seeking revenge. This is express it. If you can't actually talk to the person or people that you feel, or the situation that you feel like life has just been unfair to you, get grounded. Write some poetry. Write a song about it. Hey. Hang on a second. After we this, stick around to the very, very end here. And that's just a few more minutes, but stick around to the very, very end. Because I feel like I want to find out something here about the whole somebody stealing our voice. Have I lost count? Is that 4? Went through a whole stick of incense too. All right. And 7. Let's do this. See where this takes us. Guidance. Spirit through whatever is happening here. Whatever the hurt is that was caused, we're not going to find joy. We're not, even though it's an illusion of this joy. I will be satisfied when I see this happen. But it actually isn't going to. I said that in a previous reading. Like, I'll bring it up again and then we'll pull this card. Pulled from this deck, I mean. But I said it in the previous reading to this about if there's a car accident and you lose a loved one and you find out the person was a drunk driver, they're convicted and they go to prison. So there's justice there by the law of the land. Even if you sought out some kind of revenge and you were to, eye for an eye, life for a life, and you were to take their life, the real justice would be bringing back the person who was lost. But none of that brings back anybody. So seeking out this revenge doesn't take away from whatever. It's not, in the moment, it may make you feel like it's better. It may make you feel some kind of rush of like, oh yeah, finally that happened. But it doesn't change your circumstance. It doesn't change the time you've lost. It doesn't change all the hurt that you've carried. It doesn't change any of that. It doesn't fix it. It doesn't heal it. The only thing that's going to heal it is you releasing it. And I know that's easier said than done. Again, I'm not a medical professional. Get some counseling. Do some grounding. Get deeper into whatever your spirituality or even if it's religious beliefs, whatever. Something. Seek out something other than stewing on it, because I feel like this is all in the mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still remember, stick around. Night, be brave and honest. Be brave and honest. You got to speak your actual truth. Hang on. Let's see what night is. And again, like I said, stick around to the end because I'm going to look up something real quick. Number 46. So April 6th, which is coming up at the time of this reading. Coming up, but it could also mean something else to you. 4-6 could mean something else. Maybe you're 46 years old. I don't know. Do the right thing. Listen closely. Do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. The knight is a knight in shining armor. Hold on. Remember our girl here earlier, the sacrifice? Remember her? The knight? Wearing all the armor. So we have a feminine knight in the subconscious. We have a male knight coming up here. Okay, so the knight is a knight in shining armor, dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. In this sense, he is the protector of the Holy Grail, and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you, whether you are male or female. That energy is within you. His sword and armor show he is courageous and strong. But if you look closely, you will see he has a tear running down his face, showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. Do we see the tear running down his face? See it? I think you can see it. The energy of respect is important right now. You're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. The balance or the harmonizing of the mind and the heart, right? Okay. So you're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you're in a space where there's opposition, you're being guided to follow through with integrity. Because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You're being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. If you're longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it. Back down and let it protect you. Back down and let it protect you. Okay, now let me look something up real quick and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, now I knew it wouldn't take long, but I just put in who took your voice because that's what I was thinking. Who took your voice, right? Apparently there's this he's an author and he also does some other things for careers and things like that, but he's an Australian guy. He's got this book. What is the book called again? It's called these are Who Took Your Voice is 3 pieces, 3 poems. They're part of a larger collection of poems published in 2020 from a book called The Wrestle, Poems of Divine Disappointment and Discovery. Now, it does look like he's coming from more of a Christian. All 3 of these are beautiful pieces, but I want to read this third one. You didn't mean to lose it, but when you went to use it, it wasn't there, and you began to wonder who took your voice. There was a story to tell when you experienced hell, but lips didn't open, and you began to wonder who took your voice. You don't remember giving it away. It's like it was stolen. but not stolen, because you can speak, but not about that event, or pain, or doubt, or skeletons in your closet. Maybe that's it. You have a voice, but you can't find an ear to hear with love, the truth of what is and what and was, and shame and hurt, and so it may be that your voice finds the attuned ear of a co-suffering other who will sing in harmony the songs of deliverance you need to sing. David Tensen. Now I'll put a link to that in the I'll put a link to that in the description box. But I wanted to share that because I looked it up. Like, who took your voice? What could that mean? You know, what could that? What relevance does that have? And it's so cool that all of that in the poem, even it talks about the harmony of someone else. And I was saying, maybe it's just that you don't feel like someone else will understand. And he said in that, so may it be that your voice finds the attuned ear of a co-suffering other, someone else who would understand, someone else who has been through what you're going through or have been through, the thing you feel like you can't talk about, that no one else would understand. If I told people how I feel about this, or if I told them what I went through, nobody would understand. Somebody's going to understand. You're not alone. I think that's the most important thing that needs to be said right now. For some reason, you're not alone. No matter what, you're not alone. All right, guys. If you feel like this reading helped, I'd appreciate you subscribing or following whatever channel or platform you're watching this off of. And liking the video. Obviously, if you're into getting a personal reading, those are still open right now. I have been thinking about taking a break from offering the personal readings, but they are still open. You can find that information in the description box as well, following my link tree, or maybe the Ko-fi link is already in the description. But again, I will link David Tensen, this page, and then you can check out some of his other stuff. You can buy his book and all that good stuff from his website, but that will be linked in both the description and in the I'll pin it as a comment as well. So thank you guys, and man, whatever it is, just know you're not alone. Be brave and honest. Whatever you're doing, make sure you don't compromise your integrity in this, in your thoughts, in your feelings, or in your actions. Do not compromise who you are. Don't get down to the level of whoever hurt you, or whatever the situation was that hurt you, just so that you can see taking revenge into your own hands. Anyway, go back and listen to the whole message again if you need to, but appreciate you guys being here, and hope the best for you in whatever this situation is. We're all kind of feeling some aspect of this right now. I can guarantee that. All right, guys.